Hey guys! Let me move you over. There we go. Not realize how dry my throat was until I just tried to speak. I'm dying. I'm really hoping this is not gonna burn me. Ooh, that's really nice. I've never had this before. Guys, how are you doing? How are we doing? I'm so ready to yap. I'm so ready to yap. I'm so ready to yap. Is everyone ready to yap? I'm ready to yap. And also, immediately, sorry to my sorry to my mods. I think I messaged at like 12 today, being like, hey, I'm stream today, woo, like 7 p.m. And then I'm like on the like come up to start my period. So you know when if you get your period, I don't know. Also, everyone's different, but you go from like woo to like I was going through that, and then I hit a point where it was like 6:30, and I was like, I don't even want to move. And then something happened, and then I was like, wait, I'm alive. Like, the fact that I just moved reminded my body that it's alive, so it's fine. Thank you for saying you are so pretty. Thank you so much. And I was like, fuck it. I want to talk to the people. I need to speak to the people. So, I'm live. Hello. Yes. Hi, guys. I hope everyone is having a good Friday. Not only because it's Good Friday here in England. I didn't even know that was a thing. I did not even know that was a thing. The people here, what is your topic? What? I've been up to a lot. Oh, my mic is peaking. Whoa, is it as bad as it looks? Girl, I need you to calm down. Why is it screaming? Okay, maybe that should be better. I just looked at that was so scary. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. I don't even know why it was that high to begin with. Okay, that was scary. Guys, before I forget, the monthly drop is here. Yay! There's only one thing left. Well, there's 2 things left in the whole store, which is so awesome. Thank you. If you're gonna check it out through Irish Dad Shop, but I'll show you some pictures. Don't worry, I won't make you, dance around if you just want to have a look. Okay, I'll just show you a couple pictures. Really quickly, so I don't really want to sit here and talk about it the whole time, but I feel like damn! Shit. This is Vivarium. Here's one of the promo pictures. Damn! I can't open pictures. She's the only one left. It's a really, really cozy hoodie. A 1,000,000% cotton, except for the parts I stitched on. If you go take a look through our shop, it's also got some shit on the back. If you want, it's fine if not. That's literally all I can be bothered to say about it. You know where to look. Fine people, hello. Hey, let's do an icebreaker. Oh, I didn't see this. You inspired my split dye, lol. I did black and red split dye, and I'm like, how did you keep it managed so well? No, girl, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've ruined your life. I've actually ruined your fucking life. I'm actually so sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyone that's ever said to me, I did split dye because of you, and I'm like, oh, what color? And they're like, oh, black and red, and I'm like, oh. Shan! Yeah, fuck you, Shan! Hi, Shan! How are you? Laggy music. No. Is it really bad, or can we just go with it? I still don't know a fix. You know what? A fix might be this. Bang. Let me know. Let me know. Hi, Jen. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I'm sat here. I can't remember what tea this was. Turkish apple. Yeah, I think that's as good as it gets. I can't remember the rest. It's really yummy. I don't know how it's caffeine free because it's apple. So I got the red out. It's black and blue now, but I'm so sad because at first the red faded to pretty peachy orange. That's what mine did. Did you use crazy color? Was it crazy color? Yeah, the crazy color one does that. Like apple honey. It's just, I can't remember. It's like apple slight, Turkish apple or something. Fellas, I've been up to a lot. I've been up to a lot, but all of it is like really wholesome, random shit. Wait, okay, before I forget, because this like just happened, I actually want to retell this story. Um, where I was saying like I was dying, and then anyway, so because I'm like aware that I'm about to start my period, but I have like no pads except for like the sleep ones, and those are like really thick, and I don't want to wear that during the day. Um, I was like, okay, well, I'll just get some pads because I was already on my like this fucking store I use. Um, and so it was like, okay, I'll just get that delivered. And something about my building, which I'm not really complaining about, it's fine. It's just annoying when they do a certain thing, but I talking about that as doxy, so it's fine. Um, is they never take it to my door. They will just leave it in like the mail room, which is actually just where you're supposed to put letters. Like it's actually a massive fire hazard, and they're not supposed to do that. But they, yeah, hey, it's okay. It's fine, you know. So sometimes, sometimes actually let me know that they're putting stuff down there. They'll like ring my like ring the intercom, and I have to go to intercom, and then I'm like, hello, like I don't know what is with me. I don't know what kicks in me when I have to go to an intercom. Where I go like if they came up to my door, I'd be like, oh hey, but if it's through an intercom, I go like, hello, like I don't know. I put this voice on, I don't know why. Like I don't mean it just happens. I'm like, yeah, hello. I don't know why I do that. And then they come to my and then if they do come to the door, which like they rarely ever do, unless like sometimes I'll ask if I know it's like heavy. Um, I'm like, oh hey, yeah, thanks. Do they clock it's the same person? I don't know. I just think it's funny. Anyway, so like, oh hello. Yeah, I've got a delivery for blah blah blah. I did just nearly say my yeah, it's fine. Um I was like, oh yes, thank you. And I pushed the thing. And then by that point I'm like, okay, well I gotta go downstairs because this guy's not gonna bring it up. Like I gotta go walk to this like mail room to make sure that if there is a fire, I'm not the reason everyone dies. It's like customer service voice. No, my customer service voice is different. I don't know what this voice is. I have my intercom voice. I should start like puppeteering. No, no. What's the word? What is the word? The good word. I can't remember. There's a word. Someone's gonna know it. There's gay people here. One of you guys. Thank you. Ventriloquism. Thank you. Um. Anyway, so I'm like, I put my like hoodie on, blah blah blah, and then as I'm about to walk out, I look out my peephole and I see this guy coming towards me, and I was like, what? He's coming to my door. They never do that. So, guys, they never do this. Okay, this is why it was just really funny to me. They have never done this. They've done this one time because I asked, and so I opened the door. I'm like, oh, thanks. And then I'm gonna do an impression. Okay, I'm gonna do an impression. Um, let me tap in. Let me tap. Okay. Wait, I need to hold some. Okay, let's hold this. Wait, no, let's. Wait, it's funnier if I do it with this actually. Okay. Hi. Take care. Have a great day. Yeah. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I don't know how to. I don't know how to tap into it. And I'm gonna give context, but you don't know what this is. So I'm just giving. I just. Um. Hey. Girl, they did not package my pads at all. I don't care. Okay, I'm hashtag. I don't care at all. All right, let the world know I don't care. But it was a guy holding this because I buy things in like bulk through like Green Smile, and just like this massive pack of pads, and he was just the way he was walking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was like, am I being judgmental here, or is this totally giving like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This hurt. This is happening to you. because I grabbed onto it. I grabbed onto it and he didn't let go. And he didn't let and he didn't let go. The part where he was like, "You take care of yourself." It was like I can't do it because I'm not a fuck boy. But it was like this like eyebrow raise, like, take care of yourself. Girl, I bought these. You don't get to act all prince like, giving me what I ordered. I can't. I can't. That was so funny. That was so funny. I can't. There are so many funny, like, not caricatures, but like a lot of the people that do the deliveries in my apartment complex all have like fun quirks. Like I know their names and their quirks, and like, okay, if this guy's delivering, I know where he's going. Like it's so fucking funny. I'd have embarrassment. I'm not embarrassed at all. Like I think that makes a big difference. I think if I was someone that did have that level of like, I don't want anyone to know, then that would probably have been like my worst nightmare. But I was like to me that's like buying a pack of band-aids. Like I need that shit. I don't know. Um, it's just like, thank you. You know, I just wish it was one of those moments where I'm like, I wish I had a Ring doorbell, but also I wouldn't show anyone, and also I would never get a Ring doorbell. But I just wish I had like a fly on the wall that I could show this to you guys. Like, oh my god. Probably one thing in a delivery app. No, I buy it in bulk. So, is Postmate? Oh yeah, just delivery person. Yeah. So that was funny. That's what made me like it knocked me out of this weird trance I was in, like my like PMS trance of like um and I just suddenly like gained like awareness in the world again, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Um I don't hear postman. Well, what did I say? Postman? Post I don't think I said, I don't know. I don't know what I said. But we say like post or like mail. Music is muted. Postmate in chat. Oh, I don't know what Postmate is. Wait. Wait, stand up. What's Postmate? Did that fix it? Can you hear it now? Thanks for letting me know. Or it would have gone the entire stream without. Bikes. Selquatek. I hope I said that right. I'm so sorry. Have a good shift. Hopefully. If you're a postman. Oh, I went to a concert. Okay. Made the music on purpose for dramatic effect. No. God, I don't even have a Stream Deck anymore. Have I mentioned that? I don't have a Stream Deck. I sold it. I think I did mention that. Because also, toward, like, during the time where I was, like, quitting and, like, whatever, I already wasn't using my Stream Deck. Like, it was already so broken, as in, it wasn't physically broken. All the plugins just needed updating, and I needed to dedicate, like, half an hour to an hour to fix it all. And I was like, I don't do like lore streams anymore. My main reason for using the Stream Deck was like music, like controlling music, which broke. And for lore streams, if I wanted to switch to a cinematic or something like that, then I would do my Stream Deck. But I was like, I don't need to do any of that because I don't really sit here and do the whole like Nintendo quirky music. I don't really do that anymore. So, yeah. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense, Avik. It's so annoying that you have to do that, though. Something that cracks me up, I don't know why that reminded me of that, but do you guys know, like, the, like, Tori in Japan? Like, what, all the fucking tourists take pictures with them? Although that's, like, a bad thing, but it's, like, it's annoying that that's what I have to say, so you know what I'm talking about. Like, the gates where, like, you step through and, like, you get closer to a shrine and the gods and everything. Like, you know what I'm talking about. If you've seen, like, any anime ever, or just know about Japan, okay? Right? It's like, you know, behave yourself. There's a shrine nearby, and there was somewhere that had a lot of issues with, like, littering and stuff. Like, people just, like, throwing their garbage out. I can't remember where this was. It was, like, somewhere in Japan. And they just put up, like, a bunch of, like, mini tories throughout the thing, and everyone stopped littering. So in this scenario, the Ring doorbell is your tori. I just think that's funny. They put out, like, please stop littering signs, and it didn't work. And then they put up, like this, you know, religious kind of mini structure, and everyone stops littering. I just thought that was funny. I was like, I feel like that's kind of giving, we're kind of like, I don't know, does that lower the value of tories if we just start putting them everywhere? I don't know. But I just found that so funny. Alternate reality, and you were still on SMPs. What class would you have chosen in Bannerfall? I don't know anything about Bannerfall. Me and Owen spoke about it. Well, like, he, like, explained it briefly to me when we were hanging out the other day. But Mage, Knight, Rogue... It depends on my character. I don't know. I don't know anything. I just know there's, like, red and blue. And it's medieval. And they play Farkle. See, I know stuff. So just only because Owen's told me about it. I feel like I could make a character to fit any of them, but I feel like I wouldn't do Rogue. I feel like I would go towards Knight, and I would play, like, a kind of, I don't know, a Cuervo-esque, like, Knight, but more like lawful good and with less secrets. So not Cuervo at all. Oh my god, do you know what happened yesterday? Whimsical Knight. Well, can I be both?
And I want to be both. I want to be a mage and a knight, and I want my eyes to shine when I get angry.
Wait, I can be both? Oh, I'll be a mage knight then. That's fun. I suck at PvP though, so I feel like I would go with mage just on the grounds that I would fucking die in any sword fight, like any sword fight. So it's kind of in between them. She's between jobs. Or she? I have no idea. Somebody correct me! Okay, you said she, so I'm gonna assume. Became a knight because of Night Yuri. Okay, well that's a good reason to become a knight. Shit, okay? You know, that's a pretty solid reason. What does it say?
Bye, Nia.
Yeah, it sucks, but it's just one of those things with the area I live in. My little sibling and nephew can go to school, and it's like 2-minute walkways. Oh, what I was gonna say. Oh, I didn't even talk about the concert I went to. Okay, let's do this first, because this was funny. But because we're coming up on my first month of being in my new place. Guys, hooray! Guys, hooray! It's been so nice. I have no complaints. It's been really nice. Like, I genuinely, like, nothing I could even bother thinking about to complain about is just like, okay, whatever. So it means that it's the first month of, like, bills. And so it was like okay, let's figure out how it kind of works. Because I feel it's always fucking different no matter where you live. Like, how the billing system works. It's so strange. So I got a bill in the mail that wasn't mine, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. So I call up the electricity company that I'm with. And whenever I sign up to stuff like this, I'm just, like, kind of immediately put on, like, the, like, priority service kind of thing, so I'm disabled. So this means, and I didn't know this. Hey, I didn't know this. Every time I call them, and first it takes you through this automated service where you have to put your, like, account number so they, like, know who you are before you even speak to a person, sure. They were like, I finally get through to a person, and they're like, hello, you're through to Energy Company. Can you please just confirm your like email and whatever it was? And I confirmed it, and they're like, okay. And just to check, we have the correct details for you. You are on our. I'm trying to do verbatim. As you are on our priority service, because you are diagnosed with. And then he starts listing everything I've told them about my disabilities. And, when someone says, just to check, we were up to date, I assume it's going to be like my phone number. I don't know. This guy's just, just to confirm, you have anxiety, depression, fibromyalgia, post-traumatic, CPT. And I was like, I remember, like, he basically said depression, anxiety, and then I could tell that he was going to keep going, and I couldn't remember how much I told him. So, but I probably have to go into detail to get on his priority services, but I can't remember because of my brain. And he was like, depression, anxiety, and I was like, yeah, no, yeah. Because I was like, please don't make me, like, please don't make you have to list it. Please don't make me have to listen to it. I'm just trying to get my bills paid. And here's this guy, I can't. It was incredible. It was incredible. I just didn't expect it. I was in such like a normal mood. Like, you have like normal days where you forget that most people would like read your like doctor sheet and be like, what the fuck? I was having one of those days. So to be like, I can't. It's another thing. I just wish I could replay it because he genuinely listed about 7 diagnoses. Even though I kept, yeah. And then something happened during that phone call. They like signed me, like I like signed up for something because I'd been with them for a month, whatever. And then I had to back and forth about that. And then turns out I couldn't do that. So I had to call them back. It's about half an hour later. I called them back. Different person. Hello, this is Energy Company. Just seeing as you are, can you confirm blah, 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 and seeing as you are registered with our priority service, can we just double check we have these details up to date? You are diagnosed with depression, anxiety, but I was like, yes, it's up to date. Please leave me alone, please. Twice. You see, I made a phone call 30 minutes ago. You know what the medical system is like here. I did not get diagnosed with anything in the past 30 minutes. I promise. So now I know every time I have to call my electricity company, I'm going to have to listen to my entire medical history. I can't. It was so funny. The concert. Guys. I wish I could ring a bell. Ding, ding, ding. Just for fun. Like, I just feel like when I say guys, I want maybe my maybe I could like produce a bell in my throat. I went to concert. I went to go see Ichiko Aoba. It was so beautiful. You guys know anything in the between your protocols that didn't just forget? Maybe. And I would never know until I next call them and they tell me a diagnosis I don't know. It was so beautiful. And gay people are gonna be jealous. Guess what I got to listen to live? And also, if you're a Smidge chatter and Smidge already did a story time, I literally don't care. I'm gonna do my version, okay? Guess what I got to hear live? Oh, bitch. So beautiful. Land of Flores opened, and it was so magical. Sun takes its heels to taunt you. So beautiful. I would cry. I spent the entire concert teary-eyed. The whole concert teary-eyed. Just the whole thing. Yeah, and also, 2 glasses of red wine deep. And me and Smith started doing a bit where, it was like... Well, first of all, I'd never been to the Royal Albert Hall, which is like, just like, gorgeous, venue in London. It's like great acoustics, and it's like a fancy kind of, I don't know, it's old and fancy. Okay, I don't know, London loves like old and fancy and named after some guy. So have fun, Epic. So I've never been there, and it was pretty, and it's nice, and it's pretty, and it's nice. And I got disabled seats, so I could have a smidge as my +1, in the case of, you know. And so we had really nice seats, like really nice seats, as in we were so close, and it wasn't crowded or anything. So A star to that, okay. So I've been in venues sometimes where if you get disabled seating, it's like, oh, do you want to pay extra and not see anything? Sorry? Let me tell you, O2 Academy Brixton. Never again. Never again, okay? Never again. If you ever have the chance to go to the O2 Academy Brixton, you also have the chance to never go to the O2 Academy Brixton. And remember that the latter is the most important choice, okay? What a terrible venue to be disabled in. Anyway, so I have my first glass of wine, or plastic cup of wine, and it's basically done. The opener finishes, it's great, it's set the mood. And I'm like, you know what? I want another one. Go have another one. And by this point, I can tell by the way Smidge is looking at me that maybe I'm more drunk than I think I am. But it was like, it's like 125 mils, and I'm like a lightweight, but I'm not like fucked off my face. And then, and then, we were talking about, this was obviously during the interlude, we weren't talking during the concert, and when you hear someone sing in that like beautiful voice for long enough, your brain is like, oh, I missed that, okay, your turn, and then you start like humming and trying to sing like that, but you can't, because you don't have pipes like that. So I was just doing that, and I was saying like, oh damn, I feel like I should be able to sing like that. Or like, I wish I could sing like that. So we're just like sing like what? This might not be verbatim, but I was like, you know, she's got like laminar flow voice. And Smidge was like, okay. And then Smidge tried doing it, and then I was like, and then they mixed it a little bit. It was like, okay, I'll do laminar flow, you do turbulent flow. I'm just hoping everyone here knows what a laminar and turbulent flow is, but laminar flow is when you like can't tell that it's. If you're like, you wouldn't think the water's moving in this fountain because it looks still, because it's perfect. Like, that's like a laminar flow, right? So the idea is her voice is smooth, and then whatever. So when Smidge was looking at me like that, I was like, I'm not drunk. You know, like, you just said laminar flow voice and turbulent flow voice. And basically, I've said this because I want to plead my case. I would say that shit stone cold sober. You're telling me that's not a great way to present that? Laminar flow voice and turbulent flow voice? You let me know. I think that's a perfect way to word it. And I was attacked at the Royal Albert Hall by my +1. Okay? I think that made perfect sense. I may need the full theory. No, the full theory is right there. Okay? Laminar flow, it's smooth. It's so smooth you can hardly tell it's moving. And her voice was going on. And then if I tried to do that, it wouldn't sound like that. And then Smidge was also doing it in like a bad attempt with me. And I was like, okay, turbulent flow is when your voice is not like smooth. It's not a vision. It's there. It's okay. It's there. And I was told that that's an insane thing to say. Hi! How are you doing? It's been so long. What the freak? What the fuck? Where have you been? So, yeah, anyway, please let me know. I think I'm right. It was great. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And, what was the other bit? You know what? Let me make another complaint, actually. I'm sorry. A complaint meaning observation that I'm more like, really?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm living my best life, and also my only life. So, there's a lot of stores in England that are like, European food, or like, Euro food store. And whenever I see that, I get excited, because I'm like, well, are you going to show me, you know, la comida de mi gente? Vas a mostrarme algo que a mí me guste. So, I always go in. I don't care what I'm up to. Okay, we're on our way to the concert. I'm going in. I can't bring anything into that venue, but I have to have a look. And it's always just that same brand of Italian, like, biscuits. And then, like, 2 random imported cheese in the fridge that's lasting till 2029. And then the rest of it is just British stuff. Okay, complaint over. Yeah. Yeah. I had a lot of fun, though, and it was nice to go see Smidge, obviously. And, now that I've been living here for a month, well, nearly. Nearly. It was interesting to go out of it and then back in, you know, that was fun. Did I tell you guys about when I went to Nottingham? I did not tell you guys about me getting home. So I got home 2 days ago. I actually can't. Actually, I can't believe I forgot. My brain blocked it out. So it should have taken me, let's just say 3 hours to get home from where I was at. This was 2 days ago. It's about 3 hours. It took me 6. If you were trying to get anywhere in London 2 days ago, I know you didn't, because I know I didn't. What the fuck happened? Like, everything delayed, canceled. I have never seen every single train delayed on a board. All of them. And you know where I was? Milton Keynes Central. Stuck in Milton Keynes Central for 2 hours longer than I wanted to be. So I'm there, okay? The minute I get to Milton Keynes, and you don't need to know the names of any of these places, you know, I need you to go through this with me, okay? Are you guys sat here with me for this? I get there. My next train is canceled before I even arrive at the platform. Sure. Next one's in an hour and a half. Okay. I wait there for an hour and a half. It gets delayed by half an hour. Now we're 2 hours late. I'm eventually on a train. I have to go like 6 stops on this train. I get maybe 2 stops. We then, can't say, fucking hell. We then get this announcement. I'm not even kidding. Hello, yes, I'm not sure if, this will go through, but first of all, what? This is the conductor through the speakers. I don't know if this will go through. That's what I say when I'm going through like a tunnel and have no service and I'm trying to text someone. That's not what you, a conductor, should be telling me, a passenger. I don't know if this will go through. Should I update my will? Is there service wherever the fuck we are? We're gonna have to evacuate the train. Of course we're gonna have to evacuate the train. Of course we're gonna have to evacuate the train. We're gonna try and get the doors open. We're gonna try and get the doors open. We're gonna try and get the doors open. We're stuck on that train for 20 minutes. The doors did not open for 20 minutes. Get off the fucking train. Get off the fucking train with everyone else. Random ass place. Okay. Okay. And, that train is stuck there for, I'm just gonna say, half an hour. And then eventually we get where the... Okay, first of all, another train gets canceled and they send everybody to our platform trying to get to London Euston, which, of course, that train is packed because they've all been canceled. So, I'm not kidding. This tiny-ass platform, there is maybe... Oh, I don't know. I'm not very good at approximating numbers and places, but I'm gonna say 400 people. Like, I couldn't move because there are so many people on this platform. And then they announce, like, wait, no, London Euston people, we lied. Go to this platform instead, and they all leave. So it turns out that when the train they were getting on got canceled, they said that the train in front of us would be the replacement. But this train is broken, so it's not no damn replacement train in Euston because it didn't even get to where it was trying to go. Okay, this train's been evacuated, so that was stupid. And then, we wait there for half an hour, and then they're like, okay, once we can get this train out of the way, the next train that comes will be, going to where you guys are trying to get to, okay? And if you're trying to get to stops that I wasn't trying to get to, you can go to these. And I was like, okay, that's not very helpful. So I sit and I wait. I'm patient. You know, I genuinely, throughout this whole thing, I'm like... I'm very, 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 very patient. I was more just like, I'm a bit chilly. I'm a bit cold. And that was kind of it. But I was like, hey, this happens. And today it happened to me. And that's fine. It was my turn. And so that train finally moves. And I was surprised all these British people didn't start clapping. Because they love to do that. You know, no one clapped. I think we were all done. I think that's how you know that we were done, is no one clapped when the train moved. And then, you know, we were told, like, the next train coming up will be for you guys. So we see the light. We see the light of the next train. It's coming. And this one, by the way, I have another change to make. This isn't even going to take me home. I'm still about an hour and a half away. And I'm, like, 4 hours late. So I'm just gonna play this video for you. Of what yeah. How do I, okay. So we got the light. Wow. And I'm thinking, okay, here she comes. It's just an entire cargo train of cars. How the fuck is that gonna get me home, dude? I can't. I had a better chance of getting home by hijacking one of those fucking cars at that point. So everyone thought that this was gonna be the train. They did say, like, well, step back, it won't stop here. And it did stop there. That train stopped there. It didn't just it didn't go past slowly. It stopped within maybe like 10 minutes. And everyone was just staring at these cars. Oh, we were all ready to get on this train. Everyone moved behind the yellow line, but to the platform to board. And then imagine the, like, slow buildup of surprise from, like, the there to here of, like, oh, it's a bunch of cars. Oh, it's a bunch of cars. So fucking stupid. It just stopped in front of me for, like, 10 minutes. And then they were like, okay, sorry, the next train is here for you guys. We see a light. Okay, repeat, stand up. Go towards the yellow line. You can actually see in this video I did not stand up and go towards the yellow line because I'd run out of faith. And I was right because it's another cargo train. There were like 8 platforms at this station. Why this one? This one at least doesn't stop. It just goes. The second cargo train, I don't know what was in there. It was just had like, I think I did try and read, but I couldn't get a sense of any of it. It just had like sealed. I have no idea what was in there. Not cars though. That was a long ass train, by the way. There's a lot of fucking cars on that train. And wait another 15 minutes. A light. By this point, I'm like, this could be anything. This could be literally anything. This could be anyone writing anything, containing everything. But no, it was actually a train this time. It's actually a train this time. I managed to get a seat because I'm the fucking goat. And so we sit there, 5 minutes, doesn't move. No one's surprised. Hello, welcome aboard this delayed service. We're currently just waiting on a relief driver. Everyone burst out laughing. But like a half between a sigh and a laugh. Like this like exhausted, you know, like when everything's just gone wrong and then something else goes wrong and all you can do is just let out like a you know, an entire train worth of that sound in like a split second. It was beautiful. And then everyone, of course, like British people fashion, like, well, at least we're out of the cold. This was on the 1st of April. The whole thing was a big joke. And we wait there for about 10 minutes and the train starts moving. Communal disbelief. I mean, part of me was like, hey, if the train could get here. This train was moving 2 seconds ago. Get whoever is moving it back on. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't work like that. But it was just like, yeah. And then I get to where I'm going. My next connecting train's in 30 minutes. The waiting area has the doors permanently open for some reason, and it's freezing because it's now like 10 p.m. I was supposed to get home at 7:30. I got home at 11:30. Well, I actually got home at 12 because wait. Imagine this. You've just gone through all that. And I'm very patient. I'm fine. I'm not like lost. It's fine. Get off the train. And if you've ever been to Sheffield train station, there's a tram like in the station. So I was like, you know what? I've got, you know, my like cash I'll use. So I'm just gonna get the nearest tram stop home. It's fine. Go to the tram. Well, I actually almost left the station and then I was like, wait, where am I going? I need to get the tram. So I went all the way back up. Because it's only the opposite side. Walk out. Tram stop suspended. I have never once seen that since living here. Tram stops. I've never seen that before. And at that point, I made the same sound everyone made on that fucking train. I was like, I can't. Okay. It's fine. It's cooked. It's fine. So I walked home. With all my baggage. But it was fine. I got home, I had a shower, I had cooked some food, it was all fine. But wow. That was long. I don't have very good luck with trains. I don't like believe in like being an unlucky charm with trains, but shit. There's a bit of a pattern. You know? Damn. What the fuck was that? Jesus. My neighbors are brawling. But I made it home in one piece. Hey, namaste. Namaste. I don't know how. Anyway, sorry to anyone that's like not British and has no clue what any of that means. Well, I feel like you don't need to know about much for me to be like, hey, the train got delayed, right? But sorry, I'm always aware when I talk about stuff like this that it's like a not culture. I guess cultural. I don't know. I feel like train culture is the closest thing British people have to culture. Like a culture that everyone is a part of and invited to, because everyone experiences it. It's fine. I nearly finished Crime and Punishment, which acted as our period pad demonstration. I'm nearly there. My brick. Never talk to anyone who doesn't hate their country's public transport. I don't hate it. I'm gonna be brave. I don't hate the trains here at all. I grew up bumfuck nowhere, Spain, where there's no trains, there's no buses, there's no, like, if you don't have a car, good luck. So the fact that there's trams here, buses, free buses, and the trains, and like I can get across the country in short notice, and yeah, it'll cost me a lot, but like, hey, shout out public transport. I cannot complain, and I will not complain, because I don't want to complain. Everyone else can complain, that's okay though. You can do whatever you want. It is very expensive. Excuse me. I missed the Ichiko Alba concert. I can't remember a lot. I get a bit forgetful when I drink, so I can't remember most of it. But I can feel it internally. I can feel that my soul was replenished. You know? I was doing some like sitting Tai Chi in the middle of it. I was like, I'm getting all this energy. I'm absorbing it all. It's free. No, everyone else, you do whatever you want. I like walking. I just got some new shoes because okay, when I was visiting Sheffield last and doing viewings, I was staying with Owen and Luann, and it was like fucking pissing it down. Like, it was actually really raining. Nobody ever correctly said, like, oh, it's raining, and it's a drizzle. I've said this so many times, but it was actually raining. Like, actually fucking raining. And my shoes are Swede, so they're fucking fabric shoes. They don't do well in the wet. They're not supposed to get wet, but they're the only pair of shoes I have. So they've got like rubber and then fabric. I got them at a charity shop, and so I get back to the you know, like Owen and Lance, and I was like, okay, my fucking shoes are soaked. Can I dry them somewhere? So we put them on the radiator, but I'm so like that I put them on the radiator with the rubber on the radiator, and then we turn the radiator on, and then I check on them like 2 hours later, and the rubber is completely deformed. It's just completely deformed, and it still is. There's no fucking going back from that. So I've had deformed shoes for like a month and a half, and I've just been living with it because I'm gonna be honest, I don't like need shoes. But now they've gotten to a point now where I'm like, okay, I can tell I need shoes. Like, they're hurting my feet. No, like hang on. I've never set that up. Like, sweet, isn't it sweet? I think. I have no idea. The kind of shit I don't say out loud. My bad. No, my bad. I might have said it. I have no idea. They're just fabric shoes. They're Adidas Gazelle that I found for like $5 at a fucking charity store. Much. I murder you. I've been into tea. Okay. Bought a fuck ton of tea. and I'm slowly adding, it's pronounced suede. Okay, so I was kind of not right. And I've been rating them in this book I have. They're like, it's in my kitchen. Like, I'll like go to try a new one, and then I'll write down the name, and then I'm like, and then I write down if I like it or not, because I got like a test, like big tester box, and then it's like, okay, am I gonna get this again? And what time of day is it good for? And blah blah blah. It's like one of my little grandma activities. It's very fun. I was working on my recipe book today as well. Oh, well there goes that. It's my recipe book. Get into it. Oh. It's a good recipe I can show you guys. Oh! Excuse me. Sorry, it's all falling. It's all... Sorry, excuse me. Just... One garlic... Stupid. I'm just slowly adding to it from recipes I already have, and I just like cut them up and then make my own adjustments. Because a lot of the times with recipes, I just do that thing. It's the most grandma coded thing ever. No, guys. Okay, I have statements. Okay, things that are quote grandma coded, or like when I say this is grandma activity. What do you think? Grandmothers have most likely been alive for a long time, and they're now like, you know what? I'm kicking back. Okay. Is that not kind of is that not a bit exemplary? Like, I feel like it's like whatever old people get up to, we should probably do a little bit of. Because if they've lived for all these years and that's what they've decided to do, I think that's probably a good way to take notes. You know, it's like, I'm gonna go do an apprenticeship and learn from someone that's been doing this thing for 15 years. Well, old ladies have been doing life for like 60 plus years. So we should all be we should all be apprentices of grandmas. So that's, you know, that. Then also, modern problems have ancient solutions. Why is instead of outdated? Oh, no, yeah, not in like Karen grandma way. Like, don't be like conservative if your grandma's like conservative. It's whatever. No, you don't have to wait for that day to come. Like, you can just do it now. Okay? And I wish I did that more when I was working like 3 jobs. And I was like, I don't have time. You have time. You have time. You have time to breathe. As in, you have time to literally just do some breath work. Okay. So, I look at grandmas. I look at ancient civilizations. Mostly non-Western ones. And, hey. I didn't lose my shit on 3 hours of delays. Bye, Izzy. So, I would say it's working. I'd actually quite say it's working. So, yeah. But it's a whole fucking, like, yeah, I'm, like, I think step 1 is get off the internet, which I think is what everyone struggles with, so. Yeah. We don't have to, like, fully leave, like, I use the internet, but I don't do this algorithm crap. I don't do any of that. I might start making stuff on other socials for the shop, and I don't really know what to make, but I'm hoping it'll be #fun. Well, it will have to be fun. I'm not doing something that isn't fun. But I think I need to kind of branch out. So we'll see what that ends up looking like. I have no idea. But yeah. Go on TikTok. No. Well, at least they won't ask me about my hair dye anymore. That's all gone. As will my hair be. Oh shit. I don't think you even heard that. How's stream? We're just talking. Just yapping. Me and my polka dots. I would love to compare every time I put this up and how different it is every time. I lose more and more parts of this like beam thing that's holding it up every time I use it. And it always shows different parts. Like, it is at such an angle. Fuck. So stupid. I already have my dinner, but I feel I'm gonna be hungry again. Well, you know what I really want? I really want... And I've not had, like... I don't really eat, like, sweet treats anymore, in the sense that I don't eat, like, chocolate bar, or cake, or... It's a dolphin. Thank you. Or anything like that. I've not had that in ages. I don't even have, like, chocolate biscuits with my tea. I don't have anything like that. So... That's fine. I am in Britain now. I'm in England. And so it's fine. I don't get cravings or anything anymore. Like, there's probably the initial phase of like, how do I say it? It is 9 p.m. Yes. Like, I'm like over it. Right? But every now and then. Well, no. No. Where am I going with this? Oh, yes. You saying 9 p.m. made me realize that the reason I've not been able to finish this thought is probably because my meds have kicked off. Don't get cravings or anything, okay? If I want to have a snack, I eat some like nuts and oranges or like a banana, okay? I don't know. So earlier today, I saw earlier today I saw you can just kill them, Cosmos. I saw, oh my god, what is it called? What is it called? Thank you. I can't remember. Hey, I give up. Okay, you know when they get those, like, it's not a brioche bun, but it's like a sweet brioche bun, and then just, it's like a sandwich, but it's like teeniest slice of bread you've ever seen, and then there's like cream, but it's like a Victoria sponge cake, but in the shape of like a weird, like not like a bao bun, but like kind of. I saw one of those, and then I was like, oh, that does look kind of nice. And then, is that what they're called? And then I was like, I probably wouldn't eat that. I don't really like cream. I probably wouldn't, like, this would probably murder me. And then I was like, oh my gosh, you know those little Victoria, like, it's not a Victoria sponge cake, but it's low-key a Victoria sponge cake. And then strawberries and cream, and then Victoria sponge cake. And they were doing that weird thing where they were, like, putting it in store. Like, what store was selling that? There was a British store that was like, we're gonna do this. And it was like, what the fuck are you doing? I think it was Sainsbury's. I have no idea. I was like, you know what? I would eat that right now if you put it in front of me, which is crazy. Because I've been saying no left and right to all kinds of sweet treats because I'm just like, this does not appeal to me. I can tell my body will be like, this much sugar after so long of no sugar will murder me. Well, if you put that in front of me right now, I'm still thinking about it. I went live to distract myself from it, but yum! Yum. It's one of those things where it's like, I'm having so much fun, let's go to Japan literally so I can just, like, eat dessert. The food there looks so good. So good. The most gluttonous thing I've ever eaten here, I think, was, what are they called? I have no idea. There's this bakery one time, and it did, like, a, let me see if I can... I have no idea. They did this, like, nut cronut, but it was, like, the most, like chocolate inside. Like, it was the most just greed. I've no way can I eat that in one fucking sitting. It was kind of like those, crumble cookies. Like, there's no way you're supposed to just eat that. It was not M&S. Don't shop at M&S. But yeah, anyway. How did we get here? You know why I thought M&S was just like a food place? I didn't realize they did clothes. Like, I didn't realize that it was, like, clothes, and then sometimes there was a food hall. I thought it was food hall, and sometimes there's clothes. The more you know, guys. M&S is Marks and Spencer's, which is just like a supermarket here. I have no clue what you could compare it to. I'll give it to the whole people. But yeah. I'm probably gonna wrap up soon, or as soon as in, like, we're gonna slowly start doing it now. I never go to M&S. There was a big old M&S, in Brighton across Churchill Square, and I used to work in Churchill Square, so it was like, if I, like, needed lunch, it was there, but it scares me. Or, like, it used to just be like, no. Like, I didn't even look into their, like, are we boycotting M&S? But something just about M&S just makes me want to boycott it. Do you know what I mean? I was like, well, I'm not even gonna look up, like, hey, do I need to, like, I don't know, like, who owns Marks and Spencer's? Don't watch stream at the function. Like, I don't even care. I'm boycotting anyway. I was like, I don't... Sorry. Bye. Anyway. We're gonna wrap up now. Thanks for hanging, guys. Hey, itch scratched. I had an itch to stream today. I don't know when I'll be live next, as always. But if you'd like to check out what's left on the store, Thruiris shop, and this is Vivarium, a beautiful little hoodie. And, well, thanks for yapping, guys. I've had a really interesting March. It's been very good. I'm living a blessed life. Thank you all for continuing to be with me throughout this. And now that my feet are kind of on the ground here. No, let's just say M&S is, Erewhon, okay? A big Erewhon. Thanks for hanging out. As I was in the middle of saying, now that I'm, like, moved in, like, it's been a month, I'm actually kind of settled in and kind of have a bit of a routine going. We'll be seeing what happens with that, okay? Got my own space, my own time. What can we do with it? What can you do? Turbulent flow voice. What can you do? Okay, bye. How do I do this again? Bye, guys. Bye. Have a lovely weekend. And if you're celebrating Easter, happy Easter.